Express.js or Node.js, we don't have much topics on that. The thing is, let me go here. Yeah. The specific topics to Express.js or specific topics to Node.js are very minimal, especially Express.js, because Express.js is just a framework and it is unopinionated. The main interesting point, what does it mean by that? For example, if you are using Nest.js, okay, or if you are using Spring Boot in Java, or if you are using ASP.NET in uh, C Sharp, you will have some structure like MVC pattern. People will call models, views, controller. Some structure will be there. By default, that structure will be there. You don't change that. You have to follow the same structure. Usually, frameworks provide that. But Express.js is like you do however you like. You follow whatever the pattern you like. It doesn't restrict you with the pattern. That makes the work easy to do. Now, mainly in Express, we need to discuss topics. What is Express? How it works? We discussed on first day. What is Express? How it works? Next, create basic API server, get, post, put, delete using Express. Yesterday we have done this. Yesterday and day before yesterday also, I think I showed this only. What is get, what is post, what is put, what is delete, how do they work? Okay. Next, what is routing and different routes? Next, what is middleware? What are controllers? What are models or schemas? Then I will tell you how to connect to MongoDB and MySQL. Then we will discuss again same basic API using Express and MongoDB. MongoDB is easy, but your wish at that time. MySQL. Once we done this, you will get a clear idea on how your backend started and all in going. Then we will see it like how does authorization and authentication works, like JWT, SSO, etc. Are you all getting my point, ma? Then we will discuss some topics such as rate limiting, security measures. That's it. The thing will be over. We will discuss advanced topics. Okay. How does load balancing works, or how does algorithms works? What is system design? Okay, we will discuss the advanced topics then, and we will do the project. Are you all getting my point, ma? To get these things, I want everyone to have a basic understanding, like how does this API, which we discussed yesterday and day before yesterday here, testing and deployment will be last. Like I didn't build the application only, na. Once you build the application, you will do testing and deployment. Last, like do advanced topics. We have advanced topics here, such as I will explain you, like web tokens, algorithms, or design patterns, or system design. Then we will do main project. Once the main project is done, we will do deploy. Simple. How to create lambdas? What? You mean AWS lambdas? That you have to go to AWS. That you have to go to AWS, not here. Docker and Kubernetes are deployment. Docker and Kubernetes will come in deployment stage and they are very simple only. They are not programming. Good. Now, till now, anyone have any questions, sir? No. Let's start here now. Yesterday, what you explained, sir? Yesterday, I explained one application. In this application, we did four kinds of requests. Put, can you see here? I did get request with products, and put request with products, post request with products, delete request with products. And my thing is running in your port like 5173. These are the things I have done. Till now, anyone have any questions in this? Online, anyone does any questions, sir? No. Please check this particular code in the GitHub, and once it is done, like if you have any questions, you can mention it. Now, next one, sir. Today, routings, middleware, controllers. You can put any name you like. Usually, I will put name index.js. Some people will put the name app.js. Some people will put the name server.js. Whatever the starting point, you can put it anything. Okay, usually. Let's start here. Routings, middleware, controllers. Let's start with routing, sir. Routing in Express. You can have a note, sir. I recommend people, even in online people, to write it in the class only. Okay. So that you will get it a reference easily. Routing in Express refers how your application, how your application defines endpoints endpoints, URLs, and determine what should happen when the server receives a request, receives a specific request. Every route contains every route contains method, HTTP method, URL path, callback. We already did this. If you remember, app.method, URL, comma, callback. This is only I wrote now every time app.get, app.post, app.put, app.delete. I write one path slash products call an ID. Okay, or would just slash, and then I write one callback if that thing reaches there. Already we did this basic one now. But I'm just gonna tell it like more. For example, if someone write it here, app dot get about response dot sorry, request, comma, response dot send. I can send the data as about a page, which is a simple logic. These things practically we have already seen in the API servers. Okay, now route handlers, we can even handle the routes based on based on response and request. Each route handler, each route handler contains contains request, response, and next. Okay, this one we did not try it actually. Next is an optional one. It goes to next middleware. We will do when we do middlewares. For request, we can access we can access request dot params, request parameters, request dot URL, complete request URL, request dot method, complete method of request, request dot body, complete body of request, etc. You can even take request dot headers. You can even take request dot like any keys, authorization keys, etc. Or request dot query. You can take query parameters, complete query parameters. What is query parameter means? Sometimes when you are passing the thing, you will pass with the query parameter, like question mark. Okay. If anyone knows it, like for example, if I'm going here, dummy JSON, there is one backend. Does anyone knows here dummy JSON? We used it. We can even use dummy JSON products for getting the products. Now you can see so many products are coming. But if I ask it here, dummy JSON products limit equals to 5. Here it will give only 5 products basically. See, exactly 5 it is giving. Can you see how I passed here question mark limit equals to 5 na? When I give after question mark, when I give after question mark, that value should taken by backend na? Backend will take endpoint. What is endpoint slash products? After taking endpoint in this request, it is also having something called question mark some value. That question mark some value is called query parameter. What is it called? Query parameter. That kind of query parameters are using request.query. Yesterday I did like slash uses slash. If you give slash ID is normal parameter. Normal parameter, you will go request dot params. If you see request dot params is how I take that particular value. Request dot params I used to take that. But if I want query parameters, I need to use request dot query. This all things we have done only. Okay, I'm just giving you a glance on what is what. That's why I explained that much big. When we send response, when we send response, we can send a response like we can send response like response dot send. You can send directly text or HTML also you can send directly. Res.json, you can send only JSON here. Res.status, status code, 200 for get success, 201 for post success, 404 for not found, 50 500 or 501 for internal server errors, 503 for forbidden, etc. Response dot redirect. You can even redirect to another one. It is used to redirect the user. Like someone goes to this backend, once the work is over, it will go to another link. Backend will automatically redirect to another link. Or response dot download. What it will do, it will send one file for download. For example, I click something, sir, backend, it will check, sir. After that, backend, it will give one file, sir. That file should be downloaded, sir, automatically. So that file will be given using res.download, response.download. Online, are you all getting my point, ma? Online, are you all getting till now? Till now, anyone have any questions, sir? No. These things we already discussed, sir. Yeah, getting it. Thank you. Max to max 2 weeks. If you concentrate, everything will be done. Now, next, route chaining. Chaining. When multiple HTTP methods, when multiple HTTP methods share the same path, share the same path, we can use route method, route method for cleaner logic, cleaner code. Like imagine I used here something like app dot route slash products dot get request comma response. I will say response dot send all products details, like maybe it is something like not products, it is some kind of dashboard or whatever. Now here I read it here, get request comma response, response.send all user details dot get request dot response all. Usually people don't use this, okay, but this is available. All orders by user, because we will use modular actually instead of this way. Imagine, sir, I want to use same path for same URL. I wanted to have multiple requests. Like for example, for dashboard, I have get request for getting the products. For dashboard, I have get request for getting the user details. For dashboard, I have get request for getting the orders details. Are you getting my point, ma? Or maybe some kind of post request is also there. Okay, one post request. You can put it any kind of thing. In that cases, to do multiple requests on a single path, you can use something called route to combine it. That also you can do. There is a possibility. Online, are you getting my point, ma? Sir, in case I want to write get request for this URL, post request for this URL, again get request for this URL for another data. In this case, instead of writing them each one separately, app.get, app.get, app.get three times, you can use it with route simple way. There is a modern way also. This is like old way. In modern way, we can also achieve this using router module. People will write it like how do the router module will be there? Import express from express. People will write it here const app equals to express const router equals to app dot router. There is a default thing in app router, so not app, default thing in express. Express. Once you do this, sir, now onwards work will be easy. You don't need app. Instead of saying app dot route, you can say router dot get something slash products. You can do request comma response. Send all products. So basically, sir, earlier you used to write it app.get. Now you are writing it router dot. Both are basically same only. Only the difference is when you are doing bigger projects. When you are doing bigger project, app will contains the logic of routes. Okay. And the router will contains the logic of each and every path, how it works and all. Okay. We will have a separate logic for app, we will have a separate logic for router. In future we will do routing separately. Okay. When we do larger projects we will do this way. We will use something, this is called router module. In olden ones people used to use this method, but now they are using separate module only, which is router module. Is it clear online? Now, next, last one, route with middleware, middleware, route with middleware. We can apply middlewares only to specific route, only to specific routes. Now, if I go here, app.get, for example, app.get, someone is asking dashboard. Then I will write it here, auth, then I will write it here, request, comma, response, response dot send dashboard details. Now, sir, someone is asking directly, give me dashboard. Do you think I will give directly dashboard to someone? Do you think dashboard will be directly come from backend, sir, if you ask? नहीं. तो क्या करना है? If you ask slash dashboard, normally, sir, if you ask slash dashboard, it will go to the request response and response will send a dashboard URLs. But in middle क्या है? Middle something auth is there na? Middle something auth is there na? That middle auth is called middleware. What is it called? ए, बीच में है ना वो. देखो, there are something called default middlewares. We will discuss anyway. Next topic is middleware only. There are something called default middlewares or custom middleware. This is one of the custom middleware. That means, sir, is asking, someone click the in front end dashboard. If someone click the dashboard icon, it will ask the backend, give me dashboard all details. And backend will check that. And backend should give all the dashboard details. But how the backend will give directly, sir? Backend should not give directly. Backend पहला check करना है. Is this guy really logged in? Is this guy is really authorized? Sir, I am logged in. I am user. Can I see admin dashboard? No. Is this guy really logged in? Logged in is called authentication. What is it called? Authentication. After logged in, is this guy really allowed to see admin dashboard? That is called authorization. दोनों में अलग है. और एक बार, एक application is there. Like, take it like student management system. Like, for example, in one college is there. College have student login. College have faculty login. College have like some kind of management or admin login. Three logins are there. One college software is there. Students will log in and will write some exams and will see some marks and will see the things. Faculty will log in, will put the tests, will check the reports, and admin will log in, will allow some fees, will ask the students to pay the fee, will give attendance and all the things. Okay. Now, can the student directly log in the admin? No, na? Because if he can, he will change the fees. Can student directly log in the faculty? No. So faculty only should log in faculty, admin only should log in admin, student only should log in the student. In that case, that role is called authorization. What is it called? Authorization. First logic. Whenever someone asking my dashboard, first I will check, is this guy logged in? username and password. Is this guy is already logged in? Yes, he is logged in. Logged in is called authentication. What is it called? Authentication. Next, is he allowed to do? Allowed to do? Yes, he is allowed to do here. That is called authorization. I will check both in this middleware, and once both are okay, then only I will send it to this request response. Are you getting my point, ma? Normally, how you will write, sir? Everyone dekho. Normally, day before yesterday, how did you write? When I ask app get, when I'm asking products, I'm directly getting the products, na? Right or not? I am asking products, I am getting the products. कोई है बीच में कोई है सर? नहीं, कोई मिडिलवेयर नहीं है. एप्लीकेशन बीच में एक है, like in application बीच में, like there is something called JSON. This is parsing middleware, I told. This is default middlewares. These are called default middlewares. That means already system will provide, the packages will provide some middlewares, like CORS policies are there, .env policies are there. Those are called default middlewares. I will also create some middleware like this kind of auth. Yeah, for this auth, I will write some kind of logic. If someone come to auth, what I have to do and all. How does this authentication process? Please explain the flow. That is very simple. Like, see, I will just write it as simple logic, but anyway, we will have it like separate day for that. We will have separate day for only authentication and authorization. We will discuss with JWT and all. But I will just give you a glance. Const auth is equals to request response next. If in request header authorization, in request header, people will send something called authorization key. Authorization. If it is not there, imagine in request header, authorization is not there. That means he is not authorized person. Na? Are you getting my point, ma? In request header, he will send some authorization key. When front end is sending, front end should send something. If front end is not sending it, then I will say return response dot status, status some kind of 403 not allowed, send unauthorized, unauthorized. And then I will go to next. Actually, you should write this one first because it is a arrow function, so it will not work if you write it after, but that is not big logic. Now, अभी देखो अच्छा से. Sir, front end client is asking, give me dashboard. When client is asking give me dashboard, client will also send something called headers. In this header, client will put the authorization. Client, when he is asking, client will also give some kind of headers and authorization. If client send this authorization, then what this server will do? Server, whenever you are going to dashboard, server will go to auth. In this auth, it is taking the request. In this request, it is checking is header ke andar authorization is there. If it is not there, then I am sending one response. What is the response? 403 unauthorized. What I'm sending it? 403. But you write next na? You know next बोले तो क्या है? auth से इधर आता. Next. Then it will go to next one. Here, anyone tell me what is the response here now? Are you sending dashboard details now? Are you sending dashboard details now? No. Next will go only if this one is false. But what if that guy is not sending anything? If that guy is not sending any authorization, he will get unauthorized. If he sent authorization, then it will go to here next. This is the actual flow of Express. If anyone remembered in Express introduction, I told this. Everyone, please read this now. Read this now. How Express works. Everyone. When client request, Express process request through some functionalities. What are the functionalities? Middleware. Then it will go to the particular route and it will send the response. If it doesn't send any response, then it will go to the next. Are you getting my point, ma? Like if multiple, sir, can I put it like multiple, middlewares? Yes. Something, something. I can put how many middlewares I like multiple layers. After going all the middlewares, oh shit, yeah. After going all the middlewares only, it will go to the main one, main route. Online, is it clear, ma? Online, is it clear now? Please check this, sir. And if anyone have any question, you can tell me in this. No. Next. I hope everyone clear, sir. Please note down this. Next. Middlewares. Middlewares. Middleware is a function, is a function that runs between request and response. If you remember, first I gave one diagram. You can see in the Express. In the Express, there is a diagram. Browser router. Browser will give some kind of request, and request will go to middleware. Middleware will go to the Node.js with some kind of response. Node.js will give that response, and again Express.js will go to middleware and will send it. That middle one is called middleware. Okay. From between the request and response, there is a function. Same like how did I write the auth now? Okay. Now, what they will do? They can modify the request modify the request or response, stop or pass, stop or pass the control to next middleware. For next middleware, we will use the method called next. If there is no middleware, it will go to the direct route only. There are so many default or built-in middlewares like app.use, express.json. It is used for parsing the JSON body. App.use, express.static, public or something kind of one. It is used it is used to serve static files or or something like mostly used ones I'm giving it. App.use, app.use, uh, course used for the course errors. What is course? Cross origin resource security errors. There are some kind of cross origin resource security errors. Like when front end is requesting backend or backend is requesting a front end, you will get some kind of errors with the course errors. Those kind of ones to solve, you can use this middleware. Or if you are using any environment variables, people will use .env, .config. It is used to make env files for secret information. Like so many are there. Every application, every third party module you install, you will have that. Any doubts? App.use express.json. Huh, I gave that now. You have doubt on that. What is that express.json? Like front end, when it is sending the data, it will send the data in a kind of, you know, JSON format. When front end is sending the data in a JSON format, the backend should receive that particular data and then give it some kind of response. But first, whatever the JSON format you are sending it, that JSON format, it should parse it. Yesterday, I think I told you this. When I am sending the data to front end server, if there is an object here, if there is an object here, let obj, I will not send object like this. Instead, I will send it the object as obj dot json dot stringify obj. I will send it like this. How I am sending it, actually this is the object, but how I am sending it like this, because strings are immutable and you should convert it as a complete string to send it. But sir, can I able to read this nicely? No, because it is a string. Again, I have to convert this into this, and that method is parsing. What is it called? Parsing. To do this in your application starting only, you will use this app dot use express dot json. Any doubts ma online? Online, any doubts here? No. We can also we can also make our own middlewares called custom middleware. Custom middleware, like if I will write it one simple function, const print data, which will write it here, request comma response comma next, console.log, request.method, request.url. Now next, app dot use products, products print data, request and response, response.send sample response. अभी बोलो, not use get. Sorry. Now, अभी बोलो anyone. How it will work? What is the first line it will run? Any guess? Any guess what is the first line it will run? Online. Understand the flow. What is the first line you think it will run? Sir, first line it will run is line number 63. Why? Because this is a function. This is a function. Functions will not run until you call them. You have someone has to call the functions, then only it will run. So it will go to products. Sir, if someone click prasad.com/products and at that time, do I give directly response ma? No. I am going into print data. What is print data here? It is taking my request. What is the request here? This request. In this request, what I am printing here, request.method. What method I am requesting? Request.url. What is my URL? And it will print that in console. After printing that, what is that? Next. Next will come here. Then it will go to the response. It will send the response, sample response. But before sending the response, it is printing something in console ना. बीच में एक वर्क कर दिया ना. देखो रिक्वेस्ट आ गया, रिस्पॉन्स सेंड कर दिया, बीच में एक काम कर दिया ना कंसोल में प्रिंट करने का. वो बीच में काम करता है मिडिलवेयर. मिडिलवेयर इज समथिंग इट लाइक यूज्ड फॉर मिडिल सिंपल between the client and response and request. Simple. Anyone have any question now? Online, anyone have any question? People will do error handling in middlewares like, sir, whenever I'm getting the request, is this request is correct or not, I want to check it in middleware. Or I want, like, someone is sending the form data, do you think I will directly add that form details in database? नहीं. पहला हम चेक करना है, वैलिडेट करना है. Is that form data is correct or not, I have to validate na. So client will validate once, but server also should validate na. I will do it in middleware. Any work which is in middle, I will do it using the middleware, sir. My own middleware. Is it clear, ma online? Online, anyone have any question? Two more topics. If you understand how what is a controller, and if you understand what is a schema or model, believe me, you can actually do the basic JavaScript and also you can do full stack. I will show you tomorrow what is controller, what is model or schema, and we will do MongoDB. How do you connect your MongoDB? Don't miss the class tomorrow. Like I will also show you how do you connect your MongoDB to your backend. If anyone knows front-end languages, again one more time I'm telling it, please see fetch. If you know JavaScript, see the fetch. If you know React, see the React. In React, so fetch is there with some kind of use effect and all. Okay, try to see it like both if you want it. I recommend you to see at least basic, so that when I explain full stack, it will not work. It will not have any trouble. This code again, one more time. What is this code will do? Everyone, first, where it will go? Line number 63. And which path I am checking here? Products. Sir, this is request na? Products का request कर रहा है. I'm sending one response. But do you think directly I will get response, sir? No. From here, products, if you are asking products, where you will go, sir? Print data. So it will go to print data. What the print data is doing? Print data is asking request का method क्या है? Request का method get है. Request का URL क्या है? Products है. After that, middleware is staying next. And then it will come to next. See, everyone. I go to one restaurant, sir. In restaurant, I want food. Who will pay money to the restaurant? I am paying it na. I should only get the food na. I am client. I am client. Who is preparing the food, sir? Who is preparing the food? Chef. Right or not? When I request the chicken biryani, the chicken biryani request should go to chef. Ultimately, chef should know that someone ordered chicken biryani. Chef will prepare that, right or not? But do my request directly go to chef? Do you think? No. My request will go to the reception person or some kind of whatever the front guys will be there. So my request will go to the front guys. Front guys request will go to the particular one. Middle, whatever the middle process is there, that is called middleware. What is it called? Middleware. Is it clear ma online? Online, are you all understanding? Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you all. You can check it in GitHub, the whole thing. Thank you. Hmm? Socket? Huh, web sockets are there, na?